Hey guys, Martin here from TSI. It's Milsim time. We have a 12-hour Milsim coming up this Sunday with Wounded Warriors and the Milsim Misc crew out at Arachila, the same venue as we went to 6 to 8 weeks ago. This time it's a 6:30 a.m. till 6:30 p.m. Mil soft, but it's still a full Milsim. So I tend to get a lot of questions of people asking, do I need this, do I need that, am I taking too much, am I not taking enough? So I figured I'd do another run through. It's Tuesday night, I'm prepping my gear again. I'm a bit of a worrywart when it comes to getting all my stuff right. I don't want to take too much, I don't want to take not enough. So let's have a run through with what we've got and let's get into it. So I'm wearing the same trusty plate carrier as I often do for the bigger Milsims. It's a 511 Tactec plate carrier. Not loaded up with too much crap, but this is all I'm carrying. I'm not taking a pack, I'm not taking an extra bag. Bar a spare blaster and extra gels in the cache box, this is what I'm taking for the day. So let's run through it. I'm taking 4 mags. One will always be in the blaster, of course, so I'm going to have a spare mag there. And I've got a couple of other mags in my bag in case these have any failures. Up in the top pocket here, I will have my phone on there, so I can do a bit of filming. I will sometimes do live stream, but I won't live stream this weekend, purely because it smashes the battery. Speaking of battery, I will be carrying a battery backup charger just in the top pocket here, just because we will be using phones for some comms using a particular app, and I know it's going to smash my battery. So on the front, that's it. It's just my mags, my phone. In the top pocket here, I've got my my First Life tourniquet, so my bandage for when I get shot my first time, and then second time I'm hit, I've got my dead rag. So it's always important to have those on you. If you don't have a hit rag, you've got to have a tourniquet or something else to highlight that you're hit. In this top pocket, I've also got my Secret Squirrels kill cards. So as you can see there, I'm part of the Secret Squirrels Milsim team. And if I manage to get a hit on you and you're close enough to be able to fist bump and say, good play, I'll give you a card. And up in this top pocket as well, I've also got my emergency whistle. I'm not sure if it's a requirement for this game, but she's up in there anyway. Moving around from the right, I've got my universal pouch here. That at the moment, it's got my safety glasses in it. I will be running tinted glasses because clears just kill my eyes in the broad daylight. And then I've got a very basic toolkit in there just for adjusting hop-ups and stuff like that. I'll tend to put in a muesli bar, a pack of fruit Mentos, and then also I will rebag some biltong and jerky into Ziploc bags to pop in there, just for something to chew on during the day. This event has got lunch provided, so they will give us our food that will go in our cache boxes, but just for snacks during the day. Throughout 12 hours, I do like to have a little bit of a snack. I will get a little bit bitey as the day goes on. As we work around here in the 511 radio pouch, I do have my radio with the long range aerial, and then a code red headset which comes up to my mic up here. And my earpiece is currently in this shoulder strap. It's just tucked in here for safekeeping, but of course that will jump up to my ear. I may run a second radio just on my shoulder strap here, just on the loudspeaker turned down, in case we are running a second channel, but I believe we'll just be using the comms app. On my back, in this lower pouch here, the 511 10-inch high by 6-inch wide, I do have my 3-litre Camelback Antidote bladder, obviously through to the straw here. You must have 3 litres to start this game. It is a requirement, a 3-litre in your pack or on your body to start the game. And then I will have a refill in the cache as well. I'll always drink more than 3 litres in the 12 hours. Above that is my first aid kit. It's not super comprehensive, but it's got snakebite bandages, some elasticated tourniquets, heaps of band-aids, some other webbing, some other straps, antiseptic creams, bug creams, etc, etc, etc. Never had to use it, but it definitely needs to be there. As we come around this way, I've got 2 bottles to hold gel. So these are 600ml bottles. They hold about 2,000 gels, so that's a good 8 to 10 mags of refill. And I will have more gels as well in the cache box at the harbour area, which is the base for us to secure throughout the game. So that's essentially what I'm carrying. Not much more, nothing less. Any more than that, and then it's got to be in my pockets, but I doubt I'll really carry too much more. Being it's a day game, I don't need torches. I don't need lights on the guns, the blasters, but it's certainly useful to have them with. Considering we're camping the night after, they're definitely going to be in the car and in my kit. So speaking of the rest of my kit, batteries, I'll obviously have a battery in my blaster, and I will have a spare battery in my pouch, and I'll be taking a couple of spare batteries just in case they're needed. I run the 11.1 volt EU batteries from Azrael's Armory. These things are absolutely brilliant. One battery will comfortably last me a whole Milsim, but I've always got a spare there, and I'll always have a second battery, so if I do need to run to my spare blaster, I'll have a fresh battery for it instead of interchanging batteries. I said I don't need to take a torch, but for other events, you know, obviously we do need to run torches, and ideally not white light. Gels wise, I think I'm probably going to be running the X-Tac booms this Sunday, but I am going to grow some of the Alpha King harder gels in that they still fly amazing. And on the day, I'll just have a bit of a shot at the range before the game starts, just see which one the blasters are liking, and that's what I'll use for the day. I always wear my mechanics gloves. These ones are my old school. I just can't seem to put them away. They're chopped up, I've cut the fingers off, they're worn out, but I tend to prefer them than running some brand newies that I got in my bag. Until these are dead, I'll keep wearing them. These are the best part of 3 years old now. They got chopped up mostly in New Zealand on the quad rail forend I was using over there on the ICS rifle, but that's still my OG favorites. Few other things I tend to have with me. In my pouch here, I will also have some hydrolyte tablets. Chuck it in your water, just chew on it, suck it down, chuck it in a bit of a water bottle in case you need it. These are absolutely mandatory if you ask me. If not just for me, for my other boys on my team, or even the opposition. If someone is starting to struggle, they need hydrolyte. It's very, very, very important. Speaking of needs, I won't have it on me, but it's always in my pack. Rash cream. If you've got some chafing or something rubbing, it's really important to have rash cream. I just tend to go with the Panther Nappy Rash because I'm a bit of a baby, so why not? And it's a personal thing, but I always run some powder down my jocks before I start. I never get any rash as a result, so that's what I use. Now, most definitely having some wet wipes at your pack is critical to be able to have a wipe up after. And if it's a steamy day, I use Otis anti-fog lens cleaning spray. It's brilliant. It really, really works well. Stops my glasses fogging up, stops everything going nasty. And then, of course, lip chapstick stuff. The other thing that pretty much all bush venues need is bug spray. Coat up on it before the event. I've learnt the hard way, just like most of us have. Bushmans will work at one venue, Oof will work at another, and Aerogard will work at another. There's no single spray that seems to work for all bugs. At the Susan River event, the 3-day event in November last year, this stuff didn't seem to work against the Mozzies. We were being carried away, but Aerogard, that is nowhere near as strong as Bushman's, did work. So they seem to be impervious to the DEET heavy duty stuff, but the Aerogard that's nowhere near as strong didn't seem to phase them, so it did scare them off. So definitely have your bug spray. And a personal thing, have your own bug spray, because this stuff isn't cheap, $15, $20 a can, and when 10 people want to borrow it, that's your whole can gone. So bring your own. It saves one person buying a new can for every event. If it's wet, looking wet, it pays to have some form of poncho just to throw over you. If the event is looking any form of cloudy, I will take this with me, and it will probably more than likely go up inside my plate carrier in here where the weighted plate is, which is just a fairly easy access. I can tear it open, chuck it over me. I don't really care if I get wet, but I don't want my blasters getting wet. Now, yes, they're generally waterproof, but there is electronics in here. There is a battery, there's a MOSFET, and I don't really want all that expensive stuff getting wet. Speaking of blasters, what am I running? Well, this is the one I'm going to be taking. It is my absolute outright favorite. It is a APS EMG Falcor Defense from Azrael's. I have changed the stock on it. You've seen this one in the past. It used to have the compact arm brace style stock, but I put a buffer tube on there. It's running the Aztec Innovations Hellfire hop-up, which is just the absolute duck's nuts. And this one is a full build by Shaka from Azrael's. So it's a scythe, gearbox, gate Aston MOSFET, warhead brushless motor. There's nothing I can't do to this. It's completely done. And it's running the Aztec Innovations Apache. So to me, it's the perfect build. It's not fast. It's only around about that 22 rounds per second, so it's not fast, but it's just perfect. Thank you to Shannon. As a spare, I've got Demi. She's a lot lighter than the Falcor. It's a much lighter. It's a watt receiver, light forend. It's still a full scythe. It's a first gen scythe. Apache, adjustable T-piece. ASG 18K slow motor on 12-to-1 gears, so it's basically the same rate of fire as the Falcor, just going another way around it. And this one's running a Leviathan MOSFET, which I do think is more than likely going to die before I know it. And inside here is a modified Hellfire hop-up to fit inside the can, just for a different look. And with the Apache in there, and with the side ports of the Hellfire inside that can, it's really loud. So both of these are well under the 360 FPS limit. The Falcor is only 300 and the DMR, or Demi, sorry, is 330. I see no need to go beyond that. The Falcor still pushes 50 meters at 300 FPS because it's that fine-tuned balance of a Shaka Clacker build. I haven't decided as of yet is whether I'm going to be taking a pistol into the game with me. My pistol, when I'm running my plate carrier, is holstered right here. I don't use a holster on my plate carrier or on my leg or on my thigh or on my belt. She lives right there. It's a great holster and a mag pouch. My mag release is hidden, so it generally, even if I push on it, I can't get it to come out. So a mag holder works really well as a holster. Why am I not taking it? For the simple reason is, one, I don't want to carry a can of gas with me in case I need to refill it. Two, if I don't use it early on in the day, the gels are going to dry out. So a little tip is, once the gels are in there, as I coat them in a silicone oil, it keeps them really slippy. So if they do start to dry out, it will generally still fire okay. But three, it's fairly cumbersome to carry. It's going to get bonked on things whilst it still holsters perfectly. It can still be in the way. If I need to get on my gut and crawl, it's going to be dragging through the dirt. And four, am I going to use it? In what situation am I going to be able to use this over this? Same power, 300 FPS, 15 to 20 meter range, 40 to 60 meter range. Whilst I love my gas pistols, and these things are absolutely superb, I just don't think I need a gas pistol at this event. But it will be in my bag, and on the drive out there on Sunday morning, Iggy will probably tell me whether to take it or not. Because he's in the same boat. He can't decide whether to lug his pistol around with him or not. So that's pretty much it. One thing that I also don't have on my person, bar what's in my first aid pack, is painkillers. So have some ibuprofen or some paracetamol with you, just in case you hurt yourself. You don't want to be super uncomfortable. You can have 800 milligrams of ibuprofen or 1,000 milligrams of paracetamol and have a much more enjoyable day if you're feeling a bit uncomfortable. You might regret it on the Monday, but it will certainly help you work through the rest of the day. So one last thing I really want to point out and stress is, we all know the current regulations for gel blasters is be safe, be sensible, and don't have any of your gear on you. Don't have blasters on you at the servo on the way out. Don't even have your kit on you at the servo on the way out. Just have your gear on, as in your clothing. When you get there, gear up. Have your gel blasters in a bag, out of sight in the car. It is a requirement that they should be locked in a bag now. As simple as that. A little code padlock just through the zips is all it needs. It stops Joe Blog Random being able to get your gel blaster out and get himself in trouble. But that's about it. That's my kit. Other than having spares of everything in the car, hop-ups galore for people that need them. People come wondering and asking, Brody, there's a hop-up for your AK, mate. Slip-on, riser, DK16, glaciers, screw-on glacier hop-ups. They're all the OG hop-ups I've had and used over the years. No longer used, but they always still come with me for if someone needs a hop-up. And there we go. Little top tip for you Aztec people. Your muzzle tech hop-up, if your tongue has slumped down, get yourself an empty 223 case and shove it down there. It's the perfect space to keep your tongue up. Phil, I told you about it. All right, I'm going to head off. Thank you very much for watching. If you're at the game on Sunday, come say hi, because we've got TSI stickers for you. We want you to have a sticker. And I've got a handful only of TSI patches left, so come and get one. If you see me at the game, come hit me up. If you see Iggy at the game, obviously my partner in crime, hit him up. I'll probably have the stickers on me, but he'll get one for you. Thank you very much, guys. I can't wait to see you in the field out there on Sunday at Parabellum 3. Thank you for Tidy Toys, Milsim East, and the Wounded Heroes for putting it on. And, of course, the owners of the land out there at Willow Farm, I think it's called. We'll see you on Sunday. Let's go shoot each other. Let's hunt each other. Let's have an absolute ball. And if you're camping out afterwards, let's all mingle. Let's all talk. Let's all chat. Let's all enjoy. Don't huddle around at your own car. Let's sit down and have a glass of water together and enjoy the rest of the evening after the game. Thanks very much, guys, and we'll see you at the game.